Previously on the business.
Roads are flooded. Taxes are coming in on the roads. There's general doom and gloom. Everyone's moaning about the cricket. There's all sorts of bad things happening, but there are a lot of good things happening too. We'll get to BlackBerry and Apple and things in a minute. First thing I want to pick up on this morning, Astrid, is something that I am very interested in. It's the top 10 performing shares over the past 5 years to end September 2013 on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And the usual suspects are there. In fact, we spoke about them yesterday. Naspers is there. Aspen is there. No surprises there. I was surprised about Mr. Price, and I was surprised about Woolies. Do you want to maybe talk us through this list?
Yeah, well, if you look at the list, in the top 10, 4 of those top performers over the past 5 years are actually in the consumer goods category. So given the fact that we've come out of a recession and a downturn and a major consumer slump on at the moment, that's quite interesting, isn't it?
It is very interesting.
We still spend our money.
Well, I mean, and Woolies specifically,
Right.
which is considered to be a premium brand.
Yeah, now you mentioned Woolies, you mentioned Mr. Price. You know, Mr. Price yesterday closed at its all-time high since that data started being collected. So highest close since 1990, and I think it was about 152 Rand. And that's been the talk of the local markets.
If you had bought Mr. Price shares 5 years ago, is this correct in saying that they would have gone up 43.9% on average per annum over the past 5 years?
On average per annum.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what the price would have been then. Can you do the math? Let's not do the math.
No, you don't want to ask me to do that. But what I can tell you is that that's a lot of money that you made.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Look at the difference, though, as well. Woolies is in at number 2 and Mr. Price is in at number 3. And if you think about the product they sell, very, very different target markets.
Completely different. Although Mr. Price, I'm assuming they've bundled Mr. Price Sports and Mr. Price Home as well into that share price. And so you're not really far off from Woolies, because Woolies are into homeware, maybe not sportswear so much, but they're into the food side of stuff, which Mr. Price isn't. But it's a similar kind of offering in certain areas.
It's a similar kind of offering, priced differently, but I would say that Woolies' food side really contributes quite significantly to that price. And if you think about it, when we think Woolies, what do we think? We think food.
Food. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
I remember when I was a student, though, we couldn't afford Woolies' food.
So you shopped at Mr. Price?
Not quite.
No, absolutely.
It's become far more commonplace to go to Woolies and buy groceries.
Hugely
far
so.
more than it was 5, 6, 7 years ago.
And I think their strategy's been clever as well, to open a Woolies on every single corner. You know, there was the time when you just had the big Woolworths and the big stores, and then all of a sudden you found just food, and they were popping up in smaller sort of shopping centres in local neighbourhoods. And then, of course, they did a deal with Engen.
That's right.
And they went into all of the Engen forecourts as well. I'm sure that's done wonders for their food.
I've heard mixed reports about whether that's working for them or not. But what is interesting about that deal is that all those fuel companies, whether it's BP, Engen, Shell, doesn't really matter. It's a trend in their industry. They're kind of repositioning as not just the place where you pull in to fill up your car.
Yep.
They're repositioning as convenience outlets. You know, I love that word, convenience. It's kind of a nice generic catch-all, doesn't really say anything. But if you look at them, they've all done partnerships with different players. So BP's aligned with Pick n Pay Express to take on the Engen Woolies partnership.
Yep.
They all have a little coffee shop linked to that.
Yep.
Actually, quite a big part of the franchise sector in South Africa as well. So we should look at that one day.
A coffee.
No, not the coffee part of it.
just
The petrol
petrol stuff.
station
Right, okay.
a la convenience store.
Yeah, well, maybe we do one a day for 5 days.
There you go. There you go.
Let's quickly look at the other performers. Coronation was top of the list at 64.2% on average per annum over the last 5 years. That's, of course, a fund, right?
Yeah, Coronation Fund. So these are the guys you go to when you've got some money to invest on the stock exchange, whether it's in your company name, whether it's as a private individual, doesn't really matter. Most of them can service both. They give that kind of advice. They're a fund manager as well. And what they also do is, I think they have a section of the business that gives personal financial advice. And of course, there's a difference there in terms of investment and savings for your personal future.
Okay. Quick whisk around the rest. Can't miss Aspen at 44% per annum on average for 5 years.
Yeah, that's because we're all so sick.
Yeah.
pumping our bodies full of
They've just
medication.
consistently climbed and climbed and climbed and
Yeah,
climbed.
can't really go wrong in that space, though.
Mondi is there. Of course, paper suppliers and packaging suppliers.
Don't you find that interesting, given the whole movement towards green and all these emails we're getting saying, please think of the environment, don't print it out?
Yes, I do, but I also don't, because go to your local supermarket, go to your local convenience store, Astrid, and you'll notice that there is packaging absolutely everywhere. And we don't consider, when buying a sandwich or a ready packed meal, what goes into that packaging. Of course, Mondi and the likes are throwing paper at that, and that's just making their business very profitable.
So I saw a really interesting story a few days ago, I think it was over the weekend. Entrepreneur in the States who decided that he was going to come up with packaging which was based on recycling
Right.
material. So kind of taking on the paper players like the Mondis of the world. Did a deal with Walmart. And it's just skyrocketed his business. Of course, Walmart being the biggest player
it's volume,
in this
really, isn't
space
it?
in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
Yeah. And what Walmart agreed to do as well was decrease the size of the packaging at the same time. So any budding entrepreneurs out
yeah.
there with ideas along those lines, look up this guy and bring the concept to South Africa.
Might be an interesting interview to try and get him on the
Yeah.
show as well. All right, so the top 10 list read as follows. There was Imperial at number 10. Mediclinic was there. AVI, of course, the consumer goods group. Mondi PLC, which we've spoken about. Naspers was there. Aspen at number 5. Capitec at number 4. Mr. Price at number 3. Woolies at number 2. And Coronation, that fund at number 1, with 64.2% on average up per annum over the last 5 years.
Capitec, probably the most interesting in that list at number 4.
Well, they seem to be absolutely everywhere in terms of advertising at the moment. You see their billboards all over town. They've got an interesting campaign going on where they're not closing at 3:30. They're doing all those things, and of course, it's just a big thing for them, really, isn't it?
Well, think about it, Ian. I mean, a relatively new player in terms of retail banking, in terms of banking that is there for consumers.
Yep.
Relatively new player compared to the other big four. In fact, people are starting to talk about the big five now. Capitec is included in that small elite group. And, the big question is, are they going to start broadening the kinds of offerings they have? So they've made inroads into the SME sector by offering point-of-sale devices at interesting rates, competing with all the other banks. So all the small business owners, people who want to be able to accept cards that traditionally might have dealt in cash, looking at that space quite seriously. Haven't gone into home loans, haven't gone into strictly credit cards per se. And that's the big question. If they move into those spaces and start offering those products to the likes of you and me, is it going to take market share away from the other banks?
Yep. Well, we'll have to watch them carefully. Their share price has certainly reflected a positive outlook for them. That is the top 10 list of performers over the last 5 years here on The Business. Of course, it is brought to you every day by FNB Business Banking.
The Business. Weekdays 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. On bulls.co.za. Brought to you by FNB Business Banking.